living a little bit less ordinary, 100%.
Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of the Less Ordinary Podcast. It's just me and the Jouse in the booth today, so bear with us. Could get a little bit loose, could be a little bit shit, who knows. But Trousey's sleeping at the moment. He's on swing in the pit, bit of night shift, poor cunt, unlucky. And then Gus is criminally sick.
Real sick.
Man up, I say.
Yeah, he should be getting in here, getting amongst it.
So the boys are lacking big time.
Feels good to just,
Jouse and Chaz carrying the bizzo.
Chaz and Jacko just in here doing our thing.
Yeah, so what's been happening, Jouse? What have you been up to? It's only been, it hasn't even been that long since we did the last pod, but
Yeah, bro, I've been cruising this week, A bit of relaxation. We haven't been fishing for a few days now, so it's just been a bit of normal life, bit of admin, bit of LO, bit of Gold Club.
There's been heaps of admin going on.
A lot of admin going on.
Fucking that shit.
It banks up when we go fishing a bit, I guess.
Yeah, well, I suppose for a long time here on the pod, we were sitting here every week whinging about the weather and how much rain was going on, and it was just whinge and rain everywhere. Yeah. The weather's been good, so we've been out flat out fishing and nothing business related is getting done. But
so pretty much no matter what, we'll be whinging.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be fucking whinging about something.
And just let us too. I do not want to be told not to whinge. Just let me fucking whinge. It's my podcast. You don't like it? God. No, I'm joking. So for those that don't know, Jackie is just eternally off work. You're sort of like semi-retired at the age of, what are you, 25 now?
25, yeah. I'm on a 2-month on, 4-month off roster, so I'm obviously on my 4 months off now. Been absolutely unreal, Chaz.
Talk about kissed on the dick.
Fuck, it's been good.
No, you did work hard to get this time off. You did, like 6 nights a week for fucking...
Yeah, 6 night shifts a week for 2 and a bit months, just over 2 months, so...
And that takes it out of you.
You earn it, but you fucking reap the rewards, and I love the rewards of not working, so...
Yeah, you're sort of killing it. You sort of don't do much, though. You just, like...
Linger.
I think you're going to have to go back to work sooner than you think because of your spending habits, which we touched on in the last episode.
Yeah, it's a good sort of... The last episode's a bit of a segue in what we're going to chat about today, actually.
Yeah, so before we get into that, I just want to touch on my day today.
The first aid stuff.
So for those that know, anyone in the blue-collar industry will be able to relate to this, and you will.
Yeah.
The amount of courses that you've got to continually do and refresh each year, like whether it's working at heights or it's confined space or it's a fucking LV power lines ticket or a first aid or whatever. Absolute fucking punish. Like nothing worse.
Bro, it's the shittest thing.
You're getting paid to be there.
Yeah.
But it's that fucked. Like today I had first aid CPR. Once every 3 years for first aid and every year for CPR, which is the biggest carry-on ever. And oh my God.
Bro, it's like a 7 to 3 day, but it feels like double.
I'd been there for an hour and I was like, I've been here for at least 3.
Oh, it's a fucking shit show.
The thing that shits me, right? PSA to anyone who goes to these courses. The takeaway message is shut the fuck up because no one wants to hear your stories in these courses. There's always some cunt in there who just wants to tell his life story. Like today, first aid should just be straightforward. CPR, 30 and 2, wrap your fucking sling. This is a burn. Thanks for coming. There's always someone in there who's going, oh yeah, me brothers, mums, sisters, fucking dogs.
Dentists.
Fucking babysitter once fucking fell off the thing working at heights and I had to save his life and it was really like, shut up. No one cares, bro. It's fucking insufferable. Just let the dude teach the course so I can get the fuck out of there, please.
The thing about him is it's like there's an underlying thing of you just have to sit here all day and listen to my shit until I tell you the answers at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they do the old...
And they do.
Yeah. But they do the old, so what do you do with this type of burn, guys? And it's just crickets.
Yeah.
And he's going, anyone? Anyone at all? No. Didn't think so. And I'm like, fuck, mate, you're here to teach the course. We're not teaching you. Just fucking teach us the shit so I can go home. God, it fucking shits me.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, anyone who's in blue collar industry can relate to that, and it's just never fucking ending.
No, it never stops.
Absolutely shits me. But yeah, so today's episode, Jess and I are going to touch on a little bit of our California trip from last year. So it was it wasn't that long ago, man. It was like
September last year.
Yeah.
September, end of September,
ago.
November, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So in classic Jouse fashion, you're heading back in like 3-4 days.
Yeah, back on Monday, so I can't wait,
Which we touched on a little bit in the last episode, but we're just going to talk a little bit about
how it happened in the first place.
Some of the antics from last year. But yeah, go on. What are you saying?
I think I was driving to Sydney, and I got a message from Jay.
Oh, we were in the car going to Sydney.
Yeah, no, hang on. I finished night shift, and you'd picked me up to go to the Forward Drive show.
That's what it was too.
Yeah. So we're heading to the Forward Drive show, and Jay sends me a message who Cam didn't know yet at the time, but he's one of my mates that lives over there and yacht captain, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he hits me up and goes, you want to come over? And I just go to Camo, you want to go to Newport, California? And he's like, when? I was in a couple of weeks. He's like, yeah, righto.
Oh, you got to do it. You're only young, Lance.
Yeah, you do. You got to do it.
Impromptu trip, but you're going impromptu again, even less notice this time. You turn and burn on this offer in a week.
Well, I think the boys hit me up on Tuesday last week and said, come over. And then by Thursday, Arvo, flights are booked and I'm heading on Monday. So I love that shit though. I really fucking love that shit.
You're doing a little bit of first class flying too, which is pretty exciting. We spoke about that. We won't go through that again because we don't need to make jouses out any bigger than it is. So the fishing over there. So you're going over there this time to chase big barrel, proper bluefin tuna. Like when I say bluefin, we're not talking about like what we get here on the East Coast. Like mind you, down south we do get some big barrels, but like it's not like your longtail or like northern bluefin or anything like that. They're proper submarines.
Giant bluefin, 200-pound bluefin.
Proper dogs. And last year when Jack and I went over, we missed the boat for the bluefin. Oh, fuck, only by a couple of weeks, I think.
Late season August is when they start shutting down a little bit, I believe. But, June, July, August, and I think a little bit of September maybe.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
But it just depends on the season over there.
So we're talking about the west coast of the United States, California, and then Newport Beach, to be specific.
Yeah.
So great region, great place to be. A lot of money getting around that joint.
Oh, it is fucking insane.
A fucking crazy place. Will blow your mind. Blew my mind. Like I sort of knew what to expect. I'd been to LA 3 times before this trip, but Newport Beach and Orange County especially
you sort of think
there's some shit going on
before
there.
You go over, you sort of think you're doing half a ride in life until you get there and just go, oh.
It's a reality check.
Oh my God.
Big time reality check.
We're fucked.
Newport Beach Marina, like for anyone who likes boats, will fucking blow your setup apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing over there.
It's like there's a boat ramp at the back of the marina, and I reckon it takes a good 20-odd minutes to motor out through the marina.
Yeah.
And it is just big Freemans, 70, 90-foot Vikings, like big sport fish boats. Fucking, if anyone knows Bad Company Fishing, that Anthony Shea, he's got a house there in Newport, one of his several houses, and he's just got this it'd have to be 130-foot yacht.
Huge.
Parked up out the front and a couple of tenders and stuff. One of the things I did notice when we were over there, though, is no plate boats at all.
Except for packs.
Yeah, so except for packs. So Ryan Griffin, pack fighter, absolute legend of a bloke in the fishing industry especially, very knowledgeable sort of dude, and he built his own boat.
Yeah, and I think it was like a pack or something to do with somewhere in Perth in Australia.
Yeah, I don't know what the go was. He did tell us. I can't quite remember. Maybe you'll fill us in when you get back. But yeah, that was the only alley boat I've seen over there. Everything's glass, everything's huge, everything's got triple 450s on the back of it. Like
it's fucking
insane, bullshit.
Yeah.
But when we went over last year, obviously, like I was saying, we missed the bluefin bite a little bit, and we went for the swordfish.
Yeah, we went for glory last trip. We really went for glory.
Tell us a bit about that, Jess.
Well, going over there, we sort of knew it was a long shot that we'd get one. I guess you could say.
I think they're a long shot at the best of times.
Yeah. So we went over there aiming to get a swordfish, and we would have put in, I don't know, a couple of hundred hours.
Neither of us had caught.
No.
Previously, mind you.
No, and we would have put in a couple of 100 hours over the 2 weeks we were there. Long days out on the water, and obviously there's no bycatch because you're fishing very, very deep.
How strange is that?
Yeah.
Like that's something that we haven't experienced over here. Even when you go, it's a completely different style of fishing for your billfish over here and even over there, like your classic marlin, trolling and all that sort of stuff. But even when you're doing that here, you know, you get your dollies and all that sort of stuff. Like there is just nothing else going on over there.
It's barren down there.
You don't even get your pickers, like because you fish with bait.
There was this type of was it a thrasher shark? Thrasher shark that you could get, but even then we didn't get a thrasher shark either. And I would have been spewing if we got one and it wasn't a sword. And I went, fuck, you joking me anyway. Because
it's a long way to bring it up. So you're fishing over there, like you're deep dropping and you're not moving at all.
Yeah.
So you're deep dropping, you know, you got your big boat rods and your big 50 wides and stuff, and you're deep dropping about 1,200 foot, which is about 350 metres deep.
Yeah.
And you're bait fishing obviously because you're just soaking baits, right? And you drop
Giant,
these
like a squid.
giant squid. I think he is that your phone? Jouse.
No, it's not. Oh, it is.
It's your phone. You need to get your shit together.
It's my
Here.
phone. Sorry, gents.
So yeah, you deep dropping with these squid. I think he was using these imported squid from like Taiwan or something.
Yeah, Taiwan. Yeah,
they were the
yeah.
speckiest looking squid I've ever seen. But yeah, so rig them up, wrap them with twine, put a serious amount of lead on them, obviously to get them down to that kind of depth. Once you drop them, you're not really checking them either.
No,
because
and you're putting lights and all sorts of stuff on that.
There's
them
lights
baits
and
as
all
well.
sorts of stuff, and you got your big wand on leaders and stuff. But yeah, you're not in a rush to check them baits in 350 metres because
No.
it is a fucking shit show to get them up.
And it's sort of like, should we check them? And everyone's going, fuck, who's winding it up?
Well, the fucking lead on the thing is heavier than most fish that you catch. Like it is a back-breaking exercise. He actually ended up getting a little drill attachment for the side of the Jaguar, which was fucking
Probably
goated.
not great for the reel, but it's good for you.
Oh yeah, good for you. But so yeah, we did not come up trumps last trip. We fished. We had 10 days there, and we got 0 fish.
In saying that, like, it was a 2-week trip to the States. I've done, 4 months in Europe, 2 months in Mex the year before last as well, and that 2-week trip to Cali was probably the funnest trip I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, it definitely goes down in the history books for me as probably the best 2 weeks of my life.
Even though we didn't catch swordfish, we didn't do what we set out to do. That was the funnest fucking 2 weeks of my life, easily.
And I've been to the States 3 times previous to that. I think it's got a lot to do with going somewhere new and having the locals there to like put you on the best spots, guide you around town, like
for sure.
The best food.
Shout out to Jay and Pax.
Pax.
They looked after us and made us have the fucking best time.
Absolute legends. The hospitality is unbelievable, and Pac is a legendary chef too. He can motherfucking cook.
He can cook.
So he was doing up like he'd got a sword. I think it was only the week before we got there.
Yeah.
And he was doing all this swordfish katsu and all this.
First night we got there, we were in
tapped, bro.
Seafood. Fucking gazanza.
He went out, got the crays and stuff. Remember the food was insane.
Yeah.
But we, aside from the fishing, had a lot of fun over there.
Yeah.
So like we touched on, obviously aside from not getting the fish, we still managed to have 2 of the best weeks of our lives.
Yeah.
And it might sound like a big statement to a lot of people, and I don't know if we can really put it in words. And there's probably a few things we can't actually say on this podcast.
Yeah, heaps you can't say.
But we'll insinuate a few things. And it's funny because when we were over there, I seen this thing on TikTok, and it was like writing down a story-worthy moment from each day, like in your notes or something, so that you can look back one day and read it and be like, it sort of jogs your memory, and you'd be like, oh yeah, fuck, remember how good that was. So I actually did it on that trip. And we were never going to do a podcast about this trip because we never got a fish. We didn't really think it was worth talking about. But since Jack's going back, we just thought we'd touch on some of the shit we did over there, not so much related to fishing.
And hence we probably can't talk about half of the shit.
Yeah, but I've now got this list, and I've got each day and the story-worthy moment from each day, which is fucking perfect for this podcast. So the 22nd of the 10th, so October last year, St. Peter's in Sydney with Jack is what I've got written down. So I think we touched on this last episode. Jack and I obviously flew Sydney to LAX, and we stayed in Sydney the night before, as you do. And we touched on this dinner last episode that we had. Again, St. Peter, Josh Nyland's restaurant. Holy fuck.
Mate.
Up there with the best feed I've ever had.
If you want to start your holiday right and you're flying out of Sydney, go to that restaurant and have a fucking dinner, because this was the best way to start a holiday.
And I'm a foodie, and so are you.
Yeah.
That's we get off on that a fair bit together.
It's just fucking
$1,200 later, mind you, for like a 6 or 7 course meal with drinks, like wine pairing from all over the world. Fucking sensational if you're into it. Some of you would probably laugh and go, that's the most ridiculous thing you ever heard. I know for a fact that's exactly what Trey said. But those who get it will get it.
I feel like if he ate there, he'd be like, this is fucking epic.
Yeah, because he likes his seafood, but he's just a tight little cunt. But anyway, so we kicked off the trip with a bit of a bang there, and we packed some nice outfits to wear to this fucking dinner. And
we scrubbed up alright, Chazzy.
Yeah, we were looking all nice in like our little suit fucking shirts and, like proper trousers and suit shoes and shit. And I remember Jack that day before we like went to Sydney, he was like, oh, have you got any like suit shoes I can borrow?
Yeah, one of the boys had me RMs or something, so I lost them.
And I was like, I've got me Rams, but I've got these other like proper like expensive shoes. I was like, you can borrow them. I don't know when we found out. It was like that night or the next morning. I was like, "Oh, Jess, where'd you put them shoes, brother?" And he goes, "Just back at the hotel, man." Like, we were at the airport. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I just couldn't fit them in my bag, bro, so I just left them on the floor." Anyone who knows Jack Hardman will understand that that's not out of character for him whatsoever. So again, more money going out the window. But
couple of YDs.
Yeah.
Still kicking around.
We rolled into the that next morning. It was a 9 a.m. flight. Rolled into the Qantas Business Lounge. Felt so out of place in there. I can't imagine how you're going to feel in a first class flight.
Bro, it's going to be that daunting, eh?
The Bizzo Lounge for me was like enough. I was like, I don't belong here. Like, I'm sort of not this sort of spec. I'm sort of like...
We're just rocking around with their little fishing backpacks on.
Like we're sort of a couple of chat little dudes and we're rolling around the Bizzo Lounge.
Yeah.
Like people are drinking champers and stuff. And I was like, this is sort of fucked. We actually left the Bizzo Lounge.
Yeah, we just out of it.
We got the fuck out of there. We were like, we went and had some brekkie, like a free feed. And we were like, let's get out of here. Like, can we just go sit at the gate or something? This is fucked. Anyway, got on the flight. I think that the Sydney to LA flight is one of the longest continuous flights, if not the longest you can possibly do in the world.
It's
14
tough.
hours.
It was a tough flight.
It's 14 hours straight. And it was, anyone who knows has done that sort of shit. It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's so fucked.
I
You can only watch so many movies.
I was in the middle too.
Yeah, I got the aisle there.
You got the aisle, and Ches just dominates the peak when it comes to hand rest.
Yeah.
He's just getting them right out.
Yeah,
and I was in
muscled
the middle, and I had some other fuckhead on the other side.
Remember on the way back, though, we were... there's like 3 seats, 4 seats, 3 seats, and we were in the middle of the 4 seats.
Yeah.
So I muscled you out of the armrest on one side, and this poor old cunt next to me, I muscled him out. I double armrested, like, which is so that's not plane etiquette, but fuck off. If I'm sitting on a plane for 14 hours, muscle me, like, try me.
Leo, have a crack.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
I went and laid down the back of the plane, and the stewardess come up. She's like, "You can't do that."
Yeah, but fuck, it's that long, bro. I'm sure they're having a lay down.
They'd have to be. How's on the way there, man? When old mate decided to cark it.
Yeah, the dude. So this bloke, we getting close to LA, like maybe 10 hours in, and they make an announcement: any doctors on board, And Joust is having PTSD at this point.
Yeah, from the recent listeners from our Blunders podcast would understand almost embarrassing moments.
Jack come close to dying on a plane, but that's another episode if you want to go back and listen to that one.
Really fucked.
But yeah, this poor bloke carked it on the plane, and that was a bit of a saga. We got held up. The first flight into LAX at 6 a.m. in the morning, we got held up on the tarmac for ages because there was a dead dude on the plane. So very unfortunate circumstances, but there was already some shit going on. We're not even in the country yet. Like, we're just landed. There's so much stuff that's happened. But the first day, so let's set a bit of context. We roll in 6 a.m., punch through customs, no worries. Jay comes and picks us up from the airport at LAX, and it's maybe like, I don't know, LA traffic's fucked. They're like 12-lane freeways. It was like, I don't know, like an hour and a bit of traffic to get to Newport.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a bit,
Yeah. We're jet lagged as because, mind you, the night before we hadn't slept really. Like, we partied a bit and carried on after St. Peter. And
yeah, we ended up having a fair few drinks.
Yeah, getting into it. And then we had like maybe like 2-3 hours sleep, got up heaps early, shot to the airport, and then sat on a plane for 14 hours and didn't sleep a fucking wink and rolled into Cali at 6 a.m. in the morning. So we were probably nearly 24 hours without a good sleep.
Yeah, for sure. And then obviously we got back to Ryan's house, and the house is just epic. It's like a villa-style house.
Yeah, crazy.
Sick pool, and we ended up going straight to bed.
Yeah, so I think, they put us straight to bed, like, I don't know, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning by this point when we got back there. Have a couple of hours, boys, and then we'll wake you up at like 11 so that you don't fuck your whole body clock. Like, you're going to be tired, but get up, go about the day, and then you'll sleep well tonight. So, like, you know what it's like. You just, like, close your eyes, and next minute you're awake.
Yeah,
again. They're waking you up. Jay's waking us up with a Sapporo and some other goodies. And he's like, get up, boys, get into it, welcome to Cali, let's party. So we're sitting around the pool, just kicking it, running a bit of a mark, getting a little bit off our face. And then he's like, let's go down to the marina. We'll go and meet Brett. Remember Brett?
Bretty, yeah. He was
so
a legend, bro. Brett's so mad.
Brett Catron, he's another yacht captain over there, much like Jay, and captains his own huge fucking multi-million dollar setup.
His boat, he skippers, it was out of control.
Loose, bro.
It was more of a luxury maybe than fishing.
More of a yacht than a sport fishing yacht.
Yeah.
But next day we get into it. We go straight out sword fishing. And first day on the boat, how was the cons over there, bro?
Bro, the cons were ridiculous. Like, Like just every day, full
I
on
don't know,
glass
like
off.
if that's normal or we just jagged it when we're over there.
Maybe it's a time of year thing.
Fucking like when I say glass, like everyone knows, like you get your late arvo glass off over here or whatever. Like mirror glass,
Yeah.
not a roll of swell, not a breath of wind. Like see your reflection in the water for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Insane condition.
In saying that, how weird would it be sometimes when you go out, it's glass all day, blue sky all day.
Yeah.
And then just at like 4 o'clock in the arvo, bang.
The
The fog would roll in, everything. It'd be like the most eerie joint, like you couldn't see in front of you.
It was pretty scary, eh?
It's like you're in the eye of some storm.
Well, you'd see it like this huge fog front, like nearly like you watch a.
You could
like
outrun it. You could outrun it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like that scene in the Hunger Games when the fog rolls down the hill.
Yeah.
It was exactly like that.
Yeah,
but it's rolling across the waterfront, and then you just in the distance you see Newport disappear, and we're running home in the arvo, and it's just full whiteout. Like, and a lot of boats over there have got no radar. Like you need radar and that sort of shit.
They were coming out of everywhere.
Because it would fuck with the sound a little bit too. You would hear a boat coming, you would think it's coming from one side. Next minute it pops up behind you, and nearly fucking hits you.
Yeah, that was
very
wild.
very scary. But yeah. So one day went down. We went out in the plate boat that day. I think we did the full 12 hours out there soaking these baits to no avail. But like have a great time. Like great time of year to be over there soaking in the sun. Like it was a little bit fresh in the morning.
It was, yeah.
But once the sun come out, beautiful, and like Pax making these sick ceviche lunches and stuff, and we're just having the time of our lives on this
Dorito
boat.
chips and ceviche.
Oh, just crazy. And it doesn't sound like much again, but like so grateful to be in a place like that with people like that. Like that's one of the things that's come out of, less ordinary in this business, and, as a whole is like opportunities like that. They're crazy. Like really, really crazy. So soaking that up.
Yeah.
The following day, we went to go do some more sword fishing, and we've jumped on the Viking.
Oh.
Now, you boys jumped on this boat previously in Mexico, you and Trey?
Yeah, so we did me and Trey did a month stint over in Mexico where we worked as deckhands on this same boat. So they do a season in Cabo San Lucas for the marlin season, and then they do the season back for the bluefin and the swords. But yeah, me and Trey went over there after the Europe trip and spent a month on this boat just working, and bro, it's just a game changer. Talk about the comps over there, like the marlin comps.
Oh, insane! Like
the money. It's almost like the Bisbees. It's almost like gambling. All these boats are paying like $100,000 buy-in, and it just becomes a big pool.
Millions and $1 million of prizes, though.
Big pool of millions of dollars of prizes, and I think some of these fish that they fight, like say they got a black for the day, and it's the biggest black of the day. That daily prize could be $1.5 million.
Yeah.
So they're fighting a fish
Yeah.
that's essentially worth $1.5 million. The skipper loses that fish. The boss is not fucking happy.
Yeah, well, that's right, because all these boats are privately owned too. Like, same as this Viking that we go over there and jump on, and the boys jumped on in Cali. Like, it doesn't fish the Bisbees, but all these boats are. And that year, actually, that we were over there last year, there's a lot of huge, massive, like your proper 90-foot Vikings, the top tier, like the best fucking game fishing boat you can ever get.
Yeah.
They all got outfished by a trailer boat.
By the locals.
By the locals.
So the local, and I think locals, it was like a bit of a buzzer beater too.
Yeah. Mind you, when I say trailer boat, like trailer boat for America is not like our plate little doghouse. I'm talking still like it'd still be like a 35-foot like frame. It was a Freeman or something.
Sportsman or some shit like that.
But still, like sick to see a trailer boat take out the dub for this Bisbees. The game fishing over there is out of control.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we jumped on this Viking, again, privately owned boat, and Jay, Hardy's mate, is the captain of this boat. So he captains this boat wherever the owner wants to take it. And the owner's Adam, he's a great bloke. Like legend, he's absolute legend. So he obviously had us on the boat and has had the boys on the boat before. Top-notch dude. Again, very grateful to be getting these kind of opportunities. So obviously pretty mind-blowing for us jumping, well, me especially for the first time, jumping on this fucking Viking.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal.
You see this shit in movies, bro, and like on Instagram, and it's just the size blows your mind. Like the tech and the luxury and just fucking crazy bit of kit.
And
so
how accommodating are they? Like
the
Americans,
hugely.
like, bro, they just have you over like, I don't know, they just seem like the nicest people. Like everything's so chill, everything's so relaxing, nothing's ever an issue. It's like, yeah, man, just come stay.
I think a lot of Americans get a bad rap because like people will be like, oh, they're so loud or they're like ignorant, but that's just like a stereotype, pretty much the same as like Australians are bogans.
Yeah,
like,
and it's definitely not Newport area because
Newport,
they were relaxed.
Yeah, different tax bracket getting around in Newport. That's for sure. But yeah, so we jumped on this boat and we've headed out to, again, soak some baits for these swordfish at the famous Catalina Island. So
It's a fucking Catalina wine mixer.
So Step Brothers, Catalina Island, the Catalina wine mixer. This is where we're fishing.
So we're pissing ourselves just driving past this thing. Bolts and holes.
Yeah, quoting Step Brothers, putting the tunes on the back of the boat. Fucking
Carrying on
hilarious.
like fuckheads.
Yeah. But again, great day, like out on the water, glamour cons in this fucking huge boat, mind-blowing shit. Didn't pull a fish, but like just being there on that thing. Like this thing, I'm not joking when I say it's got like a 50-inch like TV screen as a sounder. In the lounge room.
What's epic about this is we'll be able to B-roll a lot of this while we're chatting about it.
Yeah. So like, you know, you've got your sounders, like it's like a fucking 4 or 5 level boat with the tower and everything on it. Like the sounders fucking everywhere, and then they relay the sounder into the big fucking LCD TV or whatever it is, LED fucking thing in the lounge room. So you just be sitting in the lounge room, just sit drinking out of one of the 50 Yeti cups that's in the drawer for no reason. Watching the sounder, like crazy bit of kit.
The Pacificos, bro. The Pacificos.
Yeah, the Mexican beer, yeah.
They were
That's one thing I'll say about America is the beer is dog shit everywhere you go.
Yeah. Compared
to Australian beer, I don't know whether it's just an acquired taste. I couldn't find a beer that I liked over there.
Yeah. I don't mind the Pacificos.
They come close, but like
everything else is pretty shit.
All your Budweiser and your Coors and your Modelo's, like fucking shit.
What's it? Is it Coors?
Coors.
Yeah.
They're the ones with the little mountain on them that goes blue when they're cold.
Yeah.
So useless bit of information, but they could just put that money into making the beer taste better. But anyway, righto. Next day we were back out on the plate boat again to no avail. Another skid star in the water. No need to touch on that. But the next night, I want to touch on Chef Craig Walker.
Oh, mate.
This bloke, mate. So obviously the network over there that Pac and Jay have got with a lot of, like, they've got a lot of sensational friends over there.
Yeah.
And they turned around and they were like, we're going to go to Chef Craig Walker's house for dinner.
For a dinner party.
When I say Craig, I mean Chef Craig.
Craig. Yeah,
we're going to Chef Craig's house. So we were like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know.
Who's Chef Craig?
Like, you're going to have a dinner party. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's dinner parties in Australia. Like, you sort of go and take your little salad bowl over or whatever and you have a little dinner and you sort of like get out by 8 o'clock because you don't want to like overstay your welcome.
The funniest thing, bro, was on the way there. So we were like, oh, should we get some beers? And Joe was like, yeah, I'll take us to the bottle-o on the way through. So we like rock up, go into the bottle-o, and we grab these, like, I think we only grabbed like 6 to 8 beers each.
Yeah.
Put them on the thing, and he's like, shit, boys.
Oh, yeah, the dude at the counter.
He's like, where are you boys up to?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we're just going to our mates for dinner. And he goes, you're going to drink all these beers at dinner?
Yeah,
and
he's
we're
like, oh my
fuck.
God, you guys are fucking crazy. And I was like, mate, we're Australian. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Mind you, it was only like 6 beers. It was nothing
it was like a carton of beer between 4 of us.
And
it's
he's
like
going,
a 6-pack each.
He's going pretty much, fuck yous are alcoholics.
Yeah. Highly offended.
Yeah.
When I said we were Australian, he was kind of like, oh, right, makes sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so Chef Craig, bit of context, Chef Craig, I should say. Craig Walker, he's a very famous chef over in the States. I think he comes from, don't quote me, I want to say like Louisiana, where he had a restaurant there and it was pretty famous. He was on a couple of TV shows and all that sort of stuff. Sensational in the kitchen. Like,
yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
That was just another thing on this trip. Like the food, crazy. Like crazy food. And so they invited us into their home and his wife, Kristen, and they've got 2, I think it's Kristen's nephew or something is over from New York and he's brought one of his mates with him to come, and they own a restaurant in Hollywood there. And
I actually messaged him
today. Did you?
I'm going to catch up with him
next
week.
Nice, bro. That'll be sick. But yeah, those 2 lads, they were about our age and they were doing a bit of work experience or something in the restaurant, had come over from New York. And we'd walk into this fucking house, man, and we start talking and this dude's looking at us like we're fucking aliens, bro.
Aliens.
And he's like, where are you from? And Jack goes, Australia. And he's like, what? Really?
No
way, dude.
Are you actually from Australia?
You actually from Australia? Yo, like.
And he's full New York.
So this bloke, no word of a lie, was 100% convinced that Australia was fake, that it was actors, and that it was like the whole convicts that moved here and populated a country however many years ago was like all a story. And he thought, no fucking word of like, I thought he was fucking with me. This dude was serious, bro. And he was mind blown, bro. His jaw was on the fucking floor.
Yeah, it was like we were entertainment for the night, eh?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they get around the accent and just to carry on a little bit. But that ended up being one of the best nights ever. And, like learn a lot of sort of stuff from Chef Craig about the way he cooks and does all this stuff. And he's got this insane garden, bro, like out the back of just every like herb and spice and citrus and from every corner of the globe. And, we got on the beers and they even got us a couple of bottles of red from the Barossa Valley from here in Australia. And they got us some Australian red wine and we had this crazy dinner. And
well, to touch on that dinner, Ryan, Packfighter, earlier that day, he went and got like these amazing lamb like cutlets sort of things. And he sous vide it, which is a French way of cooking it. It's like vac sealed with like rosemary, put all herbs and spices in there. And it gets put in like a sort of a bath.
It's like hot water, like nearly boiling water, yeah.
And it cooks that way. So he cooked it all day and like sous vide it and then taken it to Chef Craig's house. And he had like a Japanese style, which he's done a lot of time in Japan. It was like a Japanese style barbecue thing that he'd brought home. And then it was then like seared on that barbecue, on the flame.
Insane food. And he's like going out into his garden and he's picking these like pomegranates from fucking Africa or something. He's sprinkling the seeds on it. And he's like, here, boys, try this like yuzu, like this exotic fucking citrus from
that
Japan.
Yuzu, bro.
Yuzu, making yuzu lemonade. And then he's like, oh, boys, you might know this one. This is Australian finger lime. And I've gone, I've never fucking heard of that.
They were actually eating it last night, put on their story, I was saying.
They're tapped, bro.
Yeah.
These things are insane. I've tried to find them in Australia. I cannot find them. I found a tree, but I can't obviously live in an apartment. I can't plant the fucking thing. But yeah, you can't buy them at the shops, but they're like a little green sausage looking thing. You bust them open and they're like little pearls.
Yeah.
Like green, citrusy, like sour, like lime sort of like pearls. It looks like the shit that you put in like, the chicks drink that boba tea stuff, like with the fucking things in it. Yeah, that sort of thing.
God, they were good.
Delicious, man. It was like a full culinary, what's the word? Culinary experience.
Yeah. Like the first night.
Yeah, and like just taking us through his garden and just try all this, smell this, taste this insane feed. And yeah, we ended up that was probably one of the best nights of the trip. Like super wholesome, meeting these people. And we become good friends with the New York lads after that.
Yeah. And these guys, Chef Craig, he owns a restaurant in LA called Le Coupe, which is like a fried chicken restaurant. And look it up.
Yeah, Le Coupe, Los Angeles. It's in Hollywood there, but it's that's what he's brought, like the taste of like the Louisiana thing.
Yeah.
And it's fucking famous, bro.
Oh.
It is so famous over there. Like you get your like Michael B. Jordan and shit rolling in there, posting photos and shit there. It's fucking crazy. So they're absolute couple of legends. The Walkers and
they just
family
were the nicest people.
Oh, bro, so accommodating. Like just blown my mind. Like bring a couple of random Aussie dudes into their home and just show them the best time.
Yeah.
So shout out to Kristen and Craig Walker there. And the next day we had a bit of a chill day, and then we linked up the following day with the New York lads because they were like, "Yo, it's Halloween," and Halloween is a huge deal in America.
Massive deal.
Massive.
And
like,
it's not
bigger
here,
than Christmas, bigger than any holiday. Like it's nearly as big as the 4th of July.
When you're young here, it's like a bit of a thing. But when you get older, it's nothing. Like Halloween's like nothing.
No one cares. Like people, the life stops over there. Jobs, work stops. People decorate. There's pop-up warehouses. Remember we went to this warehouse that only opens for like the week leading into Halloween where they just sell Halloween stuff. And it's like... So Jack and I, they were like, you got to get dressed up. And we were like, fuck, what did we dress? Who was that dude we dressed up as? Michael Myers or some shit?
Michael Myers, yeah. We were going to go as stepbrothers.
Yeah.
But we couldn't find
the thing. But anyway, so we've gone out into Venice Beach to a couple of clubs for Halloween. And we actually started fucking Dylan, man. Dylan McAdams, shout out, brother, if you're listening, the New York lad. He's like, yeah, just got a couple of friends who just go and link up at their apartment in fucking somewhere near Venice or something. We'll have pre-drinks. He's like, yo, we're going to pre-game. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They talk so fucked.
Yo, pass me that John.
He's like, yo, give me that John.
Yo, that shit's fire, dude. Like, it fucking blows my mind. But anyway, we rolled into this apartment, and as we were walking in, we were like, oh, so who's here? Like, who do you know? And he's like, no one. I was like, what? Dude, what are we doing here then? Yeah. He's like, oh, it was the media chick or something that did the media for the restaurant. We rolled into this apartment, and it was a different experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was
the Americans' pre-game is not what I would call pre-drinking, but let's just leave it at that. But yeah, so we got in a couple of Ubers, went out into Venice and had another belter of a night.
It was a cracking night.
Somewhere along the line, we've left the club in search of some nicotine.
Yeah, we did too.
Now, Jack's taken a little friend with him on this journey. So it was me, Jack, and this lovely lady, which I won't mention. And pretty intoxicated, the Uber actually dropped us off in the middle of nowhere in Venice and just said, get the fuck out.
Yeah, it's like he fully was like, fuck, can't find this vape store. Just fucking, yeah. He's
So
like, we're here. And we got out. He took off and we're just in some
this
suburb.
dark alley, bro. It was kind of fucked. He was like, just get out here, get out here, get out. Like out of this Tesla. And we're like, righto. This chick's a marathon runner, right? And she's spruiking and like talking about how good she is. And like, credit to her, she was good. But she's like, anyone want to take me on for a running race? And I was like, well, I don't even run, if someone was chasing me, so I'm not doing it. But, Jack is an AFL prodigy before he got washed up, so he'll take you on. This chick, do you want to talk about what happened to you?
Oh, it was like, I thought it was just like a bit of like she was having a laugh, but she ended up being like deadly serious, like wanted to have a full sprint off, like see who actually won.
You were like a little bit like getting along with her fairly well.
Yeah, I was getting along with her fairly well. Like she was fucking good chick, heaps cool, blah blah blah. But anyway, we're fucking down. Used to run 10-9 back in the day, so I was something of a sprinter.
10-9. Did you run 10-9?
The only bloke to beat me was your mate Zachy Thomas, actually.
He wouldn't have you now.
But we're sitting down there, and I go to her, do you want me to run backwards as a joke? And she got real cart.
She was dead serious.
Yeah, she was dead. She's like,
we're super intoxicated.
Yeah, and I'm just going, oh, fuck this. She actually wants to like really race. Anyway, we get down, and like we're about to take off, and Camo's there waving the white flag. Go. I take off.
Jack boosts off into the distance, bro.
Just the dark.
I look back. I don't think you quite seen this, bro. You heard it because you were gone. You smoked her off the line. But she was like full racing style, like on your hands and knees. And she launches and just fucking lands on her face.
When I say she launches so hard that her face actually scraped along the bitumen.
Yeah, like nearly scorpion herself. She took off that hard and just hit the deck so hard, bro. And I was like,
anyway,
oh my God, like what are we going to do? I was like, fuck, are you okay? And she played it off heaps cool. She was fucking bleeding everywhere. Like,
bro,
she was fucked
blood
up.
off her cheek, off her knee, and then she goes, let's go again. And I was like, what?
Oh, bro, the biggest ick.
So I was super keen, and then after that, I was not keen at all.
Anyway, that was a whole saga. It's just fucking wow.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk more about the rest of that night, but we're not going there.
No, we can't.
But we continued to party on, and Halloween over there ended up being fucking incredible.
Yeah, it was
what
epic.
a fucking sick experience that was with the New York lads. And the next day on the 1st of November, I've got written down that we slept for 21 hours.
Yep.
So we had a fair
Well, we were meant to go to fishing that morning.
We were meant to get back on the Viking, and I vividly remember Pac coming in. We had got home at like 4 a.m. and he knocked on our door at like 4:30 going, get up, we're getting on the Viking. And we knew this was happening too.
I don't even remember getting woken up.
I do, because I got up. Like, it took me ages to get up. You know what I'm like, trying to get out of bed at the best of times.
Yeah.
Half an hour sleep and still smoked. I remember getting up heaps slow and I just hear his car take off into the distance. He was like, fuck off, you're taking too long. So we missed a whole day of fishing there.
Lucky they didn't get one.
Fuck, they didn't get a swordfish.
That would have fucked my whole trip.
I would have been furious, Would have been shocking. But so we're nearing to the end of the trip at this point.
You got to touch on Catalina into NBA.
Oh yeah, I've missed that, have I?
Oh, you have, yeah.
Yeah. So we did a day on the Viking out at Catalina. That was one of the early days, and had a sick day. Come back to Newport or near Newport. It wasn't Newport that the Viking was moored up in. It was one of the closer marinas.
Close to LA, yeah.
Anyway, moored it up, had a shower on the boat, got changed, and headed straight in. Jack was heaps desperate to see an NBA game over there.
Oh, I love my American sports, and like this was a big part of my my thing. Before we went, I booked these tickets for us boys.
Took me ages to get convinced because I hate sports.
Yeah, Cam Origins tonight, and Cam couldn't think of anything worse than watching the Origin.
And it might sound strange, but I couldn't give a single fuck about wasting my time on watching. I'm not even getting into it. I just can't stand it. I got better shit to do with my time. But anyway, Jack convinced me to get tickets to this Lakers and Phoenix. Was it Phoenix?
Lakers, Phoenix. So we're talking LeBron James, Anthony Davis,
AD.
Austin Reeves. Then we're talking Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. Like, we're talking fucking half the USA team on the court in LA, Crypto Bank Arena.
Crypto Bank Arena was an eye-opener.
Oh, mate,
That
it was
place
a
is off its
bucket.
tap.
It was the biggest bucket list thing for me, other than obviously all the shit that we did on that trip. Like, a huge bucket list thing for me. And we went in there, and I was blown away from the start. Like, and so were you, to be honest.
I
Like,
was
you hate your sport,
but I had the best time.
the
there, bro.
atmosphere,
Crazy. Fucking
you
crazy.
know, the way the Americans do it is just another level.
And that's the thing about America, bro. The Americans just do everything bigger, better, faster, stronger, and tastier.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Like, fuck, they just do it.
Yeah.
They know how to do shit well over there. And
But
this place blew my mind. And
I
had the best time.
It was a crazy game too. So Phoenix come out. You know, we're in Crypto Bank at LA's home ground. They're down by 22 in the third quarter, and they end up coming home and winning it. But it was when the LA Dodgers were in the World Series. And do you remember
that's
that?
right. The baseball World Series was on, yeah.
Freeman is a player for the LA Dodgers. They hit a grand slam, which is everyone loaded bases, and they hit a grand slam to win it. They stopped the NBA game, announced it over the speaker, put it up on the telly, and then everyone's throwing their beer, going fucking crazy.
Like, just wouldn't happen here.
Nah, it wouldn't happen. Never. Nothing
Crazy.
like that happens. And then game finished. Lakers come back from 22 points, won. We come out. The whole street is shut down. Riding.
Yeah.
Like pretty much riding.
Like riding, bro. Like, you couldn't, if you're in a car, bro, you're stopped.
Yeah.
And there's fucking motorbikes, and there's fireworks, and there's flares, and there's people dressed up. Like, just shut down the main streets of LA.
There's like LA Dodgers fans, like with like dwarf motorbikes, like Pee Wee 50s.
Yeah,
and
they're like little pocket rocket bikes and shit.
Just with flags and just
doing burnouts and
shooting fucking flares.
Yeah,
like,
throwing shit. Like, it was fucking loose.
It was wild.
And the American lads were just like, oh.
The funny thing is about that, but Jay and Pac were like, like acting like nothing was happening there, right? Like it's normal. I was walking with a beer, and they're like, bro, do not walk with that beer. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, the police will tackle you to the ground. I was like, bro, there's people on a Pee Wee 50 shooting fucking flares. They're like, that's fine.
Yeah, they didn't care. What did Pac? I've got the video, bro. Pac says something about in America. He's like, this saying goes, he's like, anything goes, but you can't do it.
Yeah. Anything, absolutely anything goes.
And it does over there. Anything goes, you can't do it, but it just goes anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking streets going ballistic. Like, just mental shit going everywhere. Crazy experience to be a part of.
I walked out in a Phoenix jersey, and this guy, like proper American sort of guy, grabs me, and he's like, LA best times. He's like, nothing but the best. We win championships, motherfucker.
Oh, bruh. Just the character on some of them blokes.
Yeah, legendary.
Bestia
that night.
Yeah, and then we went from there. So Viking to crypto for the NBA to this restaurant in downtown LA called Bestia. Like, crazy. Again, feed. Just a mental day. Like, just one of it was one of them days. Like, you look back at the end of the day and you're just like, wow.
Well, to this day, I would go as far as saying it was the best day, start to finish, I've had in my life.
It was crazy, and it just like you could never. It's like had to be there.
Yeah.
Like you can't describe half the shit that happened.
The crazy,
because it just can't go on the podcast. But then outside of that, like the stuff that we can talk about, you can never make it sound the way that it was.
No, you can't.
And
the thing is, it's crazy because it's like insane for us, like to the most, I don't know, insane degree. But Pac and Jay, it's just like another day.
Yeah, bro. The life those boys live over there, like obviously those boys have set themselves up pretty well. They live a sensational life over there, and absolute credit to them. They've earned every piece of it. But it just makes you look back and just go, what the fuck are we doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
How's when we come back from this trip? Jack was nearly moved and over there. Like you were nearly full-time going over there to get a job.
I'll be honest, if it wasn't for Less Ordinary,
it was just the business that held you back.
Which I'd like. I love this shit, man. I love hanging out with you boys. But if Less Ordinary wasn't a thing, I would have done a one-way over there and done something.
Yeah, got a job as a decky, and like the boys are saying to him, like your character, like the way you can talk to people and stuff. Go over there and get a job as a bartender or something.
Yeah, they like
because of your character, the tips you'd get in one of these high-end restaurants would just be, you'd be on so much coin over there. Like the opportunities were crazy. But anyway, we finished up the trip with our last night. We run another muck actually after a big day out on the water and stuff. Went to couple of country clubs. Jack was picking up some honeys and riding the fucking bull and all sorts of shit.
The mechanical bull.
Ches was fucked of his head again, just so paro drunk.
I want to talk about that. There's a video that I want to B-roll if I get Chez's permission.
I don't think you can put that on there.
Me, Jay, and Cam are dancing like at a country club to this crazy country live band.
They're like line dancing, but like, when I say country club, it's not like a, little just nice golf joint or something. It's like, I'm talking like Western country, like line dance and shit.
And I'm in there with these Spanish girls that are like, I don't know, teaching you how to line dance.
Yeah.
And it's like the most, I love it over there.
Maybe
I will be, but I'm not coming back.
But yeah, I was again, just classic Ches when he gets on it, just hammered.
Yeah, absolutely.
But having the best time.
Oh, absolutely.
Having the best time, and I'm pretty much Jack's like holding me up while I'm trying to dance. But anyway, we're not B-rolling that video.
Another hilarious moment, which you would just never happen in Australia. We got an Uber to that country club, and the Uber's like, he's driving around and he's like, boys, fucking beers in the esky, help yourselves. So we just
beers in the boot of the car,
helping ourselves to Coronas out of this guy's esky. And then he's like, what are you boys doing tonight? We were like, we're just going to go to this country club, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, sweet, might tag along, boys. So he pulls up.
No, you sort of went, you were like, you should come. And he's like, really? And you were like, yeah. So he's like, sweet. Just like gets on his phone, turns his Uber off, and he's like,
parties with us.
Let's go. And he just ends up kicking it with us boys. Like
the whole night.
Just fucking what the fuck, America. Honestly.
Wherever we ended up, he was with us, and it was fucking hilarious.
Great place. Honestly, I love Australia, but America's a close second. But and then we finished the trip after just sleep deprivation from fishing and just partying and having the best time with a fucking delayed flight out of LAX.
Yeah.
Which was dog shit. But yeah, as a bit of a wrap, crazy 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I wish I was going back with you on Monday.
I'm about to live it all again, bro. And it's not going to be the same without you.
Unfortunately, I've got to help hold down the fort back here with the business, and I've also got to be at me real job.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but we've got a lot of things to look forward to back here while Jack's gone. So hopefully the cons are good on Monday. Trey and I are going to get out for a fish, whether we go out and try and chase some yellowfin. We had a few people after the last episode. We asked for any tips and advice because again, yellowfin's something that we've never done before. Like we've got a fairly basic concept of chasing your altimetry and your sea temperatures, your upwellings and downwellings, and the current and all that sort of stuff. Reviewing the rip charts and stuff. But, we reached out and said, if anyone's got any tips, there was a few people who sent us some really valuable information. So thank you very much for that. If we can get out for a yellowfin sort of operation on Monday, we will. We'll give it a red hot crack. If not, I'll be back there on the Reds trying to get redemption after what happened to me the other day.
And it turns out that my flight is most definitely at 9 a.m.
Yeah, so if anyone remembers that from last episode, Jack's going, fly out at 9 p.m, so I'll come fishing with you on the Monday. And then I get at LA at 6 a.m, first flight in. I was like, I don't think that's how it works, Jack. And you're like, no, I think it, no. Anyway.
Turns out I can't come fishing.
Well,
but I do hope you get redemption.
What would you do without me, honestly?
Mate, I'd be fucked.
Ches organises a fair bit of your life
100%, bro. 100%. But I do hope you get redemption on that red, bro.
Yeah, well, it's either redemption on the red or it's
a big yellow.
Couple of yellows.
You hold down the fort on the yellowfin. I'll hold down the fort for the bluefin, all right?
So if Jack can manage to get himself a couple of bluefin, like you'll see the content that'll come out of it. He's going to take some camera gear over there with him. Mind you, he's going to be sort of filming solo without us boys, so very difficult to do, but there will be evidence.
There'll be evidence.
There'll be evidence of some, and I'm sure you'll do, like with Pac, some crazy cook-ups. Like
if we do
the way that them boys treat those fish is with the utmost respect. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
The way they won't even knock them when they come in the boat. They will never do a shit gaff shot on the body. Like it's always in the head. They will not bruise the flesh when it comes in the boat.
Yeah.
They do the full ikejime, like feed the wire down the spinal cord, like
bleed.
Yeah, bleed them properly and dispatch, whatever you want to call it. Like that, those fish, the proper way to get like proper. You get the most pristine,
grade sashimi you could ever get.
The process is pretty insane, and it's something that they've obviously developed over the years. And so if you get some fish over there, you'll learn a lot of shit.
Yeah,
and you're gonna eat well, which I'm pretty excited for you.
Thanks, Chazzy. Wish you were coming, brother. Wish you were coming.
I'll be there in spirit, brother. I'll be there in spirit for sure. But other than that, the rest of the week there's not much going on. You're packing, I'm working. No more first aid courses, thank fuck.
Yeah, Gussie's crook and Trey Boy finishes on Friday, so it'll be the boys fishing on Monday. It'll be the next thing. So
I think Trey's going away for the weekend with Rubes, which will be nice. And then we're getting closer and closer to going to review this film.
Yeah,
in the Goldie.
How excited are you for that,
bro? Like so excited. Like to go.
What's the plan?
So we're the film's premiere in the Gold Class Cinema on the 23rd. I think they've got 2 cinemas, one for the teams, one for the sponsors, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We're heading up on the Tuesday. We sit down with Tuesday Arvo. We sit down with them for a podcast on the Wednesday morning, I believe. And then we would do the screenings Wednesday Arvo into the night. And then I assume we'll go out and have a couple of drinks and celebrate because it's been an absolute task.
God, that's exciting, bro.
But it's going to be definitely rewarding to see the fruits of our labour, I guess, on the big screen. Going to the movies to watch your own movie is something that I've definitely never thought I would experience.
That's fucking crazy, actually. I never thought of it like that.
Going to the movies to watch your own movie, bro.
Brad Pitt over here. Fuck me, yeah.
Yeah, same hairline too.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but there's going to be a bit of a tell-all TFI series next week.
Week after. After we come back from the screening, I think Cody, Trey, and I will sit down and do a tell-all of the absolute nightmare 3 months we had trying to shoot this film. And when I say nightmare, by no means am I not grateful, because I know for us boys, it was, ever since Less Ordinary started, we had our eye on the TFI as something that we wanted to achieve, and we worked towards it. We managed to get sort of noticed by them and do a bit of shit, and we had a crack at the wild card, and, that was a bit of a goal fulfilled and ticked off by us boys. So, yeah, super, super grateful for the opportunity and the way it's turned out, mind you, having been some of the the worst 3 months fishing and weather-wise in my life trying to make this film.
Well, weather-wise, like 1 in 20 year fucking flood event.
But, super grateful for the opportunity and super stoked to go and watch it in the cinema. And I know the films will go live that same day to the public, I think. So,
and I know me and Gussie, everyone, Trey's mum and dad, your mum and dad, my mum and dad couldn't be more proud of what you've achieved as well.
Yeah, it is a bit of a full circle moment for us boys, like having set a goal a couple of years ago, and, also might not seem like much to people, striving for something like the TFI, but it was just a little goal that we thought would be cool a couple of years ago, and we managed to pull it off. So, yeah, fucking stoked on that. Other than that, a bit of fishing, working towards that, continuing to work. You're off living your dreams.
Yep. I want to touch on one thing, actually, coming in, because this will get dropped on Tuesday. This week's pack that's coming
Gold
in
Club,
is
bro.
fucking
Holy
tapped.
fuck.
All right,
We're ramping up.
So it's going to be a snapper pack, but what we got is just sitting here behind me. If we don't take it, that is. But it's a Sustain 5,000, a Stratic 3,000 with a bunch of plackies.
There's probably like 20 to 30 packets of plastics there.
It's fucking hot, and we might even B-roll that for that little segment as well.
Dedicated snapper pack. So we're looking up the ante on this Gold Club, and we have been slowly getting bigger and better, which is the plan, and we'll continue to grow. So this week we've still got the Certate 10K absolute Rolls Royce of fishing reels sitting there with a Nomad jig wallet and some Nomad gloves. So that'll be sick for anyone who wants to do any sort of, stick baiting or anything that, could be fishing off the stones with it. You could be doing all sorts of shit with that reel. It's an all-round, absolutely high-quality bit of kit. Then we've got the estuary pack, heaps of swim baits, glide baits, 2 to 4 kilo TD black rod, and we've just chucked in this week to beef it up a bit more, a 2500 Stratic. That thing's finesse as it's really nice. And this week's new pack is the double reel game pack. This thing's pretty tapped.
How fucked is that
It's
thing?
fucking tapped, and it's getting some attention. So we've got a Speedmaster 25 in a 2-speed. So overhead rod, perfect for your marlin, yellowfin, all that sort of stuff, like trolling operation. And then we've thrown in a 10K Stratic to go alongside it. So, often when you're out chasing your tuna, all that sort of stuff, you see a bust up, throw that Stratic on your rod and chuck some stickies at it. Have a good crack at it that way. And it comes with all the trolling lures and all the sort of shit. So, yeah, loose game pack.
Yeah, these things
absolutely
honestly
loose.
Getting beefed up to the max. Less Ordinary Gold Club, $2 a week. You get all your discounts, your partnerships. So get on and have a look and see if it's something you're interested in.
Yeah, it's pretty sick looking at that table right now.
Bro, it's fucking cool looking at that table.
There's 6 reels sitting on the table. Like you've got Speedmaster, 10K Stratic, 25K Stratic, 10K Certate, 5K Sustain, and another 3K Stratic. So there's a lot of value in some nice reels sitting on that table.
I want that Sustain, eh?
Oh, I've got one.
How nice are
And
they?
they're fucking delicious, bro. They're so underrated. I feel like they don't get talked about much, but they're fucking that good.
They are good.
Really, really nice bit of kit, especially for the reds. Like, a little bit more finesse than something like maybe like your pen reels and stuff like that. Like Shimano always is, I think. But yeah, super nice little reel. So that reds pack's looking pretty good.
That's going quick, I reckon.
That's going
That's
first
going
week,
quick.
I reckon. But yeah, that's another episode in the bank. So we'll be back in a week or so with another ep. Jack will be gone. I'd say it'd be me and Trey, maybe Gus if he's not crook anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sure to get some footage. Hopefully, content I'll be able to share with you guys when I get back.
Follow along on the socials, on the stories and stuff. I'm sure Jack will be running a bit of a muck over there, so you'll be seeing all that if he pulls his finger out and does a bit of shit on the socials.
So I don't get too carried away over there like last time. But hopefully, maybe even take the DJI mics and have a bit of a yarn, like a casual yarn with Jay and Pack as well. So
That'd be good, yeah.
yeah. So, but anyway, thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Take it easy.